This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Get set, get set.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a gain of 22. And that gives the 49ers the first.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
That's Cox again. It's Kittle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And they shove him out before he can get upfield. 3rd down coming up.
I think these running backs will tell you at the lower levels, high school and college, you can extend the play. You can bounce that play. You could usually find somewhere to run, but at this level, boy, it gets difficult to do.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Going deep here for the end zone. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 6-0. All right, looks like they want another look at this one. The play going to be reviewed by our officials, making sure they got this one right. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 180, regular, up, up. Start.
Mayfield comes out throwing. Finds him on the slant. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Kings! Real. Watch out!
First down throw here, Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And this one doesn't go far.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Mayfield now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Kings!
Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up second down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Point it right. Alert! Run. Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Second down, Mayfield to pass. Down the field, Evans has it. And they can't escape a quick tackle after the catch. Tackles at the 20. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
180, up. Hey, alert. Pistol. What's that?
Working inside the red zone. Hits his running back. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to. It made contact. That flag came out. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal.
Set. 20. Real. Point it right. Right shot.
Once more, it's Mayfield. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up first and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down throw by Purdy. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's when the Cockeyes back, McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. And a 49er first down. A gain of 7. First down, San Francisco.
So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. First and 10, around Robinson. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Running back motions right. From the gun is Purdy. Brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
180. Start.
Baker now off the play fake. That's a catch. Jalen McMillan. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Give him 32 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
1-8. Run. Regular. Watch out.
First down. Here's Baker. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line.
Good. 20. Up. Hurry. Motion. Check. Shift. Hurry. Done.
Throwing again is Baker. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. Mayfield's able to get him the first down before sliding to a stop.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Kings, Kings, Kings! 180! Point it right. Real. What's up?
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, you kind of know this is going to happen at least a couple of times this season. They catch the rookie there for roughing the passer.
Yeah, I think this coach would like to have a governor. Kind of like on golf carts, you know, so you don't act crazy and a fool. Some of these rookie defenders, I know coaches would love to put a governor on them. A little bit of discipline that just doesn't naturally come for a rookie.
And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, it's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Run. What's up?
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead. Jalen McMillan with the touchdown. Rothman's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead.
14, 49ers 10.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Now it's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Down the sideline to the 45. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Give him 38 on that one. And that gives the 49ers the first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Purdy throwing here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Again, left side to McCaffrey. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
And we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Finding Pearsall. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Get set.
Slot man motioned over. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. 3rd down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
They'll run here, following the penalty. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Short of the goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
So it looks like it'll be 2nd and maybe a yard as we come back, Brock, from our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Purdy will sneak it. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers push their lead to 3.
14.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Kings! Up! Pistol.
Baker now from the gun. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
Second and 3.
Point it right.
42-yard
Hey,
line.
alert 33. Hey, alert. Real. Run. Regular. Done.
From the gun, Mayfield. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hey, run. 180. What?
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the 1st. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. So a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
180. Up. Pistol. Alert.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
20.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. It's Abuka on the slant. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
180. Hey, alert. Real. Regular. Done.
Baker throwing again. Completed to his running back. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Complete on the option. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
Complete to Emeka Abuka. 1st and goal.
Irving has the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take the lead just before halftime. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead.
49ers 17.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to be tackled after a pickup of about 5 here. 2nd down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They're drawing up for it. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. High-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Point it right, point it right. Run, run, run.
Mayfield now from the gun. Evans brings in the slant. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
Complete to number 13, Mike Evans. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. On the move, past the 40. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
180.
Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
180. Up, up. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert. What's that?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play.
Good.
Throwing again. It's Mayfield. It's complete. This is Nguka. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
180. What's that?
Mayfield to throw again. And he makes the play. It's a touchdown. But hang on a second. Nice by a flag out there, Brock. This could erase that score. Ooh, a disappointing call despite the quarterback pleading with the officials. Got offensive pass interference, and that wipes away that touchdown.
Yeah, I'm chuckling because I remember some of my conversations with those white hats, and you're not going to change his mind. Once that judge makes his decision and verdict, yeah, it's over.
Run, run, run. Kings, Kings, Kings. What's that?
Once more, it's Mayfield. Has it down close. And he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing from behind the sticks, right? It is still 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for second and goal.
Regular, 180. Hurry. What's that?
Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hey, look. 20. Point it right. Run.
Mayfield now on third and goal. And he cannot bring it in. They've now arrived at fourth and goal. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
24-yard attempt.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Well, they'll take it. Some points to add a little to what's still a pretty small lead. Eventually, I think we all know they've got to find a way to reach the end zone.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun is Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the line.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field. But they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Finding McCaffrey with the dump off. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Kings! Run. Up. Real.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First down throw here. Mayfield has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
So first down from the 41.
180! Alert! Regular! Go! Stop.
Baker now from the gun. Hits his running back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Run. 180.
Play fake. It's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
20. Pistol. Stop.
3rd and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. Ooh, some excellent English on that punt. This one makes it all the way to the 6 before the team touches down. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Outright McCaffrey makes the grab. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Takes this in the area of midfield. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now.
At the 33-yard line.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Hurry! What's up?
Irving gets it on the draw. Stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Regular. Up. What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. Completed to his running back. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Pickup of 2 here. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! 180! Real. Point it right. What's up?
Baker now. Cut near the goal line. He will not score, but that does set him off, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
49ers closing in, and down he goes. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Kate, little good news, bad news, right? Bad news, you take a sack. Good news is you do actually have a few more plays in your playbook. Everybody always says, well, you got more room to operate. No, what you have are now more options with that offense. Now you got to avoid taking a sack and get that ball out of your hands.
Trying to run with Irving. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1.
Now we get to a very interesting call on third down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
Good. Hey, alert 33. 180. Run, run, run. Alert, 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 alert. Stop.
Mayfield from the gun, third down. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a two-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Okay, well, that was over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
118.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Now Purdy. Put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it's Purdy. Connects on the crosser. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Working quickly here. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on downs, so they're just going to decline that penalty. We've set it downs from 37. Irving on the counter. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
When they're springing a big play on that one, it's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Hey, alert! 180!
Mayfield now from the gun. Through the middle. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers close to extending their unbeaten streak to 6-0. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Irving here from the gun. Running in the red zone. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
What's up?
First down, and they go right back to it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Run. Hey, alert 3rd. Regular. Pistol. Point it right.
To throw, Mayfield. Brought in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Starting this drive with a design run. San Francisco to the line. He's 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.